that's kind of dictated by ESPN. Is that,
Yes.
are you on board with that?
You know, it's the on-board part would be the exposure and people seeing us play. It certainly makes it more difficult to prepare. But at this point, having gone independent, some of those concessions have to be made for the exposure that we're hopeful for. And then hopefully I can coach the team at a level that would be playing well enough when that exposure really helps us.
Do you think more of your assistants were in the offices on Sunday, trying to look for ideas to change things around?
This past Sunday, I hope none of them were here. Sunday's not a day that I want them here, and nor is it a day that I believe they should be here.
And this morning, then, does that start earlier? And could you describe maybe the mood in the coaches' meetings as far as trying to go forward?
Monday mornings we start our staff meetings at 6 o'clock, and so the coaches are here before then, and a lot of determination, a lot of resolve, a lot of, I think, just diligence to help the program reach its potential at a faster rate than it currently is. I'm confident that that will happen. We'd all like to see it happen sooner rather than later.
Coach, what are you telling your team to prevent a hangover type effect against a good team like Central Florida?
Mainly focusing on the things that we can control and that are correctable. My personality isn't one that yells a lot and berates a lot. My personality is much more one of teaching, and so when I see them today, I'll show them the things that clearly could be corrected, that are in our control, ask for them to make sure they put emphasis on those things and look forward to applying those things against our next opponent, and hopefully that leads to a cleaner game and a higher quality of play.
Coach, after going through a couple of losses, what's the process of making changes to improve versus overreacting after a performance like Utah?
Yeah, it's a great perspective. That the simple, and if you were to say any one thing in our last game that determined the outcome is 7 turnovers, regardless of, even if you're a much better team than your opponent, when you're turned over 7 times, you put the game at risk. If the teams are close, 7 turnovers is very difficult to overcome. And so overreacting, there's no one that's more urgent and wants the team to perform at a higher level than I do and our coaching staff. When we learn to secure the football at a higher level, when we add some running game that can balance the passing game with it, and then I think play a full 4 quarters of dominant defense, that's kind of sequentially what will happen when I think this team reaches its potential. That's what you'd see.
Bronco, do you have any sort of relationship with Coach O'Leary? Have you met him in the past? And then also, what can you tell us about Central Florida?
Yeah, I have met him. I coached his son at Northern Arizona. He was my free safety. And so Coach O'Leary came to visit one time. They had a bye week and we were playing Eastern Washington. So I had a chance to just introduce myself to him. And that's really the only time I've had a chance to meet him. In terms of Central Florida, I've seen 2 games so far this morning. A very, very talented and athletic quarterback. A very unique system with some option elements, some zone read, quarterback scrambling and out of the pocket. So he kind of is a creative presence that makes things go. Have not seen their defense yet. I just finished watching them beat Boston College 33-3. And so, pretty good team.